Lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I decided to build a Mediterranean family home. It's more on the smaller side compared to most of my builds. It's very cute and I wanted to have a relatively simple shape, but I also wanted to add lots of interesting details and I wanted to make the whole entrance area extra interesting, which is why I decided to have a diagonal path leading up to the house, and I then attached some stairs. I've decided to use different floor colors for this area to make it look extra interesting, and I wanted to create some custom trellis. For this I've just used a base game fence, so I've added lots of details as you will see, and I just wanted this to look so dreamy, like a suburban dream, but it's Mediterranean, and I just didn't want to add too many objects, too many rooms, so it's kind of compact. At least I think so. I mean, I know that some of you are going to disagree and will tell me that it's like a gigantic mansion, but it is more compact compared to what I'm usually building, and I just had the best time creating this house because it's so dreamy and cute, and I just love this type of build. And I don't know if you saw it, but I just had the most weird glitch. I was just attaching a diagonal room to the build using the custom room tool, and for whatever reason, a part of the room was kind of taller, like the wall. It looked as if there was a half wall sitting on top of the room, but I just didn't use any half walls, so it was just a weird glitch. I also couldn't really like turn it into a proper room, so I just got rid of the room and rebuilt it, but this was kind of super weird. And whenever I encounter a glitch like this, I kind of think, okay, maybe I could turn this into something. Like if I could replicate the glitch, maybe I could use it for some building hack, but I was kind of stunned when it happened, and I have no idea how it happened, to be honest. It seems to be super random. Sometimes you just don't know what's going on. And yeah, here at this point, you can see that I'm basically already done with the shape of the house. I then decided to add a basement. I removed the ceiling by clicking on the yellow line, and this way I have a nice open basement. This just adds a bit of complexity to a build. It doesn't really serve a purpose. I mean, in a way it does, because I'm able to add some windows down there and there's some natural light coming into the basement, so it is kind of cool. But here in this case, it's not really crucial to the layout of the house. I mean, when you're working on a walkout basement house or something, it is kind of important, but this, in this case here, is just a nice little detail. And I decorated the house in a Mediterranean style. I've used the vines from Jungle Adventure in a red color, so I have a pop of color. So my idea was to have a really neutral color for the exterior walls, because this is kind of typical, like a bit of warmth, but like nothing too over the top. And I then just wanted to incorporate color by using all these beautiful flowers. I've also used hedges here and there, and the build is kind of separated into different areas. Like the garden is relatively spacious. I've used lots of fences. We have multiple patio areas, and by just separating all these different areas, the build again got more complex, but it's also nice because it just adds a bit of structure and the whole build just makes more sense. So we have a nice area for hanging out near the pool, for example, but there will also be a separated area which is essentially a playground, because I'm going to add a swing set, a monkey bars, and this way everything is a bit separated and has structure. I've built a pool, and at first I had no idea into which direction the pool should be facing, but then I just built it this way, and I've used lots of objects from the Desert Lux kit because I still love the kit, and I love the fact that it's free, or that it was free for everyone. So lots of people own the kit, so I always feel great when I'm using it because it feels like creating a base game build. Also, the Sims is going to be free in 1 or 2 days, and there will be the Sims Summit, and no one knows what's going on, but it kind of seems to be a really big deal because they have been promoting the Sims Summit a lot, and lots of game changers or EA creators got a invitation for the event, so no one knows what's going on, but it seems to be different from the regular sim streams that we sometimes got. I mean, we got these Maxis monthly live streams back then, and then whenever a pack was announced, we got a deep dive. So every now and then we get a nice stream from the Sims team, but in this case it seems to be much bigger, so I don't know what's going on, but I don't really think that it's like a small announcement or just a pack. I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems to be a huge deal, which makes me super excited. And I have no idea what's going on. Maybe they will announce multiple packs, or maybe it's something completely new, like sparked back then, you know, something totally unexpected. Maybe Sims 5, which I don't really think, but I think it's going to be huge. And I'm just really excited for the stream, and I'm going to tune in and I will see what's going to happen. And yeah, let me know if you are going to watch the stream, if you're excited. Do you have any theories? Like, what do you think is going to happen? I've seen so many speculations, but like no one knows anything. There's no leak, nothing, which is great because leaks are just not really a good thing most of the time, so it's nice that it's still a secret. But I really like to hear about all the speculations because it's just fun to hear all the different theories. And yeah, I really don't know what could justify such a big announcement and stream. Like, the whole thing seems to be big, and I feel like whatever is going to be announced, like, it has to be a big deal. But yeah, we will see. And yeah, here you can see how I'm already furnishing. I wanted the interior to be a bit more colorful as well, so I've used a blue wallpaper. Like for this room, the wallpaper is completely blue, and then for the rest of this floor, I've used a wallpaper that is brown and blue. Like, it has a bit of blue details at the bottom, which I thought is nice, so it's a nice pop of color. I wanted to have a Mediterranean modern vibe, so I've used all these earthy tones, lots of wooden tones, but then the kitchen is white, and it's just such a nice modern detail in my opinion. And I decided to place the counters in front of the stairs because I think this always looks so cool. Like, whenever I saw this in American sitcoms, like when there were like multiple levels. Like, I don't know if you've watched Modern Family, but I just always loved the layout of the stairs and how it's like connected to the like kitchen area behind it or the dining area. Like, just this type of layout, I think it's just fabulous. I mean, in Modern Family it's not the same layout as here, like it's completely different essentially, but I just love when stairs like this are kind of incorporated into the living area. I think it looks super cool. I've used these amazing base game chairs in a blue or green swatch or teal. I don't know what it is. It's not really blue, but I guess teal. And I just wanted to have a pop of color here and there. So the exterior is mostly red when it comes to color. And here, lots of blues, just a bit of fun and some colors. And a yellow rug, I just wanted to like incorporate lots of colors. And this area is just a nice area to hang out. I've added a bar, and it's like a open concept, and you can already see like the small room on the right side next to the stairs in the entrance area. This is going to be the bathroom, so there is like anything your Sims might need. And I just wanted to just build a cute family home because most of my mansions are so over the top, and I've included objects from Parenthood here, as you will see. So just lots of objects which are perfect for a family home. It's still luxurious, and it's still an open floor plan, and it still has my style, but I just thought it's a bit different from a like typical celebrity mansion. It's much more comfy and cozy and colorful and just a bit different, and sometimes it's just so much fun to work on a smaller build. Like, on some days I just start to work on a mansion and it's the best thing ever, and on some days I also feel overwhelmed when I start to work on a gigantic mansion and I don't know what to do, and I just think, okay, I will have to furnish this and then I just feel like building a smaller build. And I think it's also great because I know that some of you don't really enjoy the big builds, like you don't really use them for your Sims, so maybe this one could be better, I don't know. There's like some clutter from Parenthood, which is like a toy crate you can here see it, and I also edited in like to the living room, so it's a bit of clutter and it looks more like a family home. So I've just included different things, and I've made the kids' rooms extra cute. As you will see, I've used lots of objects from high school years, because high school years is just the perfect pack for building, especially teenager rooms, but also generally kids' rooms. I just love high school years so much. Like the objects are just amazing. Also, in the living room that you just saw, where I had placed the toy crate and the yellow sofas, all around the room there are doorways. The doorways are also from high school years, and I've used some curtains around it, so it's very open, but the room is fully closed. Like to your Sims and the game, the room is fully closed, but there are like open doorways all around it, so it feels as if you are on the outside, even though you are sitting in your living room. I just wanted to add this Mediterranean vibe to the build, so it's just very open and it just screams summer essentially. Yeah, and this is one of the rooms. As you can see, I've cluttered a lot. I've placed so many decorations on the walls, and I just wanted this to look very realistic. And this is another one. This room is bigger, so I decided to use bunk beds, so this way you can squeeze in more Sims like into this house, and you can use it for a bigger family. And I just used 2 desks, and I've used so many objects from high school years for this, as I've said. I then decided to just place a room divider in between the desks, so it's still a bit separated, and I've just decorated the walls, so it's just a nice room for kids or teenagers, and this is just super, super cute. And for the main bedrooms, you will see I'm also going to use a bit of color. Like, I had no idea which colors to use at first, but all the objects from high school years come like in a certain set of swatches, and everything just kind of matches. So you could use this beautiful light pink, or you could use a light teal color. There are just different swatches, and I just decided to use this beautiful pastel pink color, but I then just changed the wallpaper to this pastel blue. So it's just really colorful and playful, and also very happy. And I've used so many curtains from the Desert Lux kit, but for the kids' rooms I specifically used the ones from high school years, because they're just perfect for kids and teenager rooms. And this is it. You can here see lots of screenshots. You can grab this build from the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald, and you can also grab the tray files for this build. You will find them on my Patreon. And speaking of which, it's time to thank my wonderful Emerald Patreons and my Emerald YouTube members. A big thank you to Mehmet Ali Baris Khan, Asia, Charlotte, Lady Sims, Kitty Y, Laplace, Saturated Spark, Lisa Martin, Leah Cross, Shannon McClam, Stephen, Stemlicious, and Lisa Reuter. Thank you so much for your huge support. A big thank you to all my other patrons and YouTube members. And of course, a big thank you to all of you for watching, for being here. I love all of you so much. Thank you for your support. I hope you will have the best day and best week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye. Wow.